Good morning, Chavirim. Likoutey Moharan Zayin Tinyana. We are in right now a little biur of the Parparot and Chochmah on a kushya that we had in the Torah. A little difficulty, something to understand. And the biur that's coming out is wonderful. What are we talking about? Always to go back. We always try to do this to make sure that we don't forget the Mahalach. The Tzaddik is Rahman. He gives dat. The reason why he gives dat is to save people from sin. He prays for people as well. When you give dat to people, those people become your Talmidim. And for our context today, when you give over that, you're actually getting a makif. Whatever you know, whatever is clear to you, whatever is called pnimi, when you explain it to somebody else, it becomes clear to you. It not becomes clear to you, you get the new piece of information added on to that information, which is called the makif. When you understand something and you give it over, you just opened up your sechel to receive. If you worked on it, you understand it, it's clear to you, and now you give it over, so now you get the download of the next level of that understanding. That's what we said. We said also that the tzaddik in Odvav, his makif is a makif of olam haba, because since he's reached the highest level in this world of knowledge, so when it's coming to giving over that knowledge and he's getting knowledge from the next world, the knowledge of the next world is so big, it's called Prinat Ma. It's a makif of the next world, where we say it's sort of as if en azman yachon lipotram. It's a makif she'en ha'olam hazeh. We don't have enough time in this world to give over that makif, to explain to you properly. We can't. So the tzaddik has that. Then the problem with this is we said that the tzaddik has to be careful which makif to bring down, because if he brings down a makif which is too big, so then he's going to get a makif that is above time and space. 1 second. You told me in Odvav that the tzaddik, his makif is above time and space, and now you're telling me that he has to be careful not to bring a makif which is above time and space. That's what the Parparot, the Chochmah, Rav Nachman and Shirin pointed out. That's a problem. The Biur Likoutey also has a biur on this, and we started to explain how the Parparot explains. So I'm reading still the Parparot, and basically what he said is that there are levels of makifim in the next world. Yes, the tzaddik has access to the level of makif which is above time, which is out of this world. But that makif, he still has the ability, the lower makifim of the next world, to put them into a tzimtzum. It's big, it's great, and to do justice to explain it to you, he won't be able to, in its entirety, for you to get everything. There's not enough time in the world. We need to step out of the body of this world. We need to step out of the constraints of space of this world to go to the next world, to be able to free up time. It's like somebody wants to shmooze with me. Somebody wants to come and ask me to explain him something, but it's on 1 foot. Can't explain you on 1 foot. We're just walking now for 2 minutes. I need a few hours to explain to you how this works. A little question. Why can I do this? What's the hashkafa on this? Tell me in 1 word. There's no 1 word here to explain. I'm going to need a full 3 hours to give you all, to break it down, to show you how it works. Why is it that a cherry casket's kosher or not kosher? Why does this rabbi say this whiskey is kosher and this one's not kosher? Why you guys are making up 2 Torahs? No, I'll explain you why. But I need to go back to the beginning, back to the machloket rishonim, the mitziut of the wines, why things change, why the baskets, what this Rav says, how he's paskin, and then finally it can take me 3 hours to understand which whiskey to drink. So you see that this whole world, or you have kitzur halacha, don't drink it. Yes, drink it. That's what I say. Listen to me. So I can tell you in one, I can't explain to you. So imagine that I could give you 1 word, 1 dibur, 1 little sentence, 1 phrase. I can bring this light of the whole concept that yes, in that little phrase, in that little concept, this tzimtzum, in this story, in this sipurei ma'asiyot, in this Likoutey Moharan, you can get the tip of the iceberg, which is really, really much greater. You won't get it fully, but I'm able to bring it down. That is called a makif, which is in the next world, but it's at the lower levels, which it's still possible in this world to give some taste of it, some tfisa on it. You can still have some grasp in, and of course, like we said yesterday, when you have access to that, so it lights you up. You're here, but you're tapping to a very, very big energy. You're tapping into to the keter, to the shefa keter, so you're getting illuminated. You're going to be running to Beit Midrash. There's makifim. You with me, Roy? There's makifim which are too high that I can't put them even in a word in this. There's no way I could bring it over here. And that the tzaddik has to be careful not to get. I'm reading now again in the Parparot to show you how this works. Adken, you guys don't have it there. Whoever has the Parparot. Adken, im lo yasis sayag lidvaro, azay yuchan likanes b'asekot makifim כאלו שהם למעלה מהזמן, היינו שלא יוכל להלביש ולצמצם אותם. כל כך עד שילבשו בחינת תוך הזמן. As we said yesterday. They're too big that there's no way I could fit them into anything in this world that you could have access. Gam. Second answer. כי הלא החכם, it's a תוספת, והרבי שבדור, כל עסקו הוא להאיר דת בבנים ותלמידים. What is the point of the tzaddik? Rabbeinu said, I didn't come to the world for me. Don't need to be here. Rabbeinu once said, if you guys wouldn't come to me on Rosh Hashanah, me, I'd sleep the whole Rosh Hashanah. And I would wake up on Shofar and go back to sleep. Mitprinati, I don't need to do any tikkunim. I don't need any, I have no dinim on me. I don't need any, that's it, I'm there. You guys, I need to take care of you. That's why you see me working. That's what Rabbeinu said. He would sleep the whole Rosh Hashanah and wake up with Shofar. Rabbeinu once said, I don't need to be in the world. I'm only here to bring Am Yisrael back b'tshuvah. So the whole point of the Rebbe is to give dat, to give us sagas, to help them, to teach them. I heard that the Rav Zatzal, he had the lung operation. I read it in the Yater magazine. I think they did a katava on him, an interview with him. He said that after he was supposed to pass away, he had a miracle. The one day before the expiration of his lungs, meaning he wouldn't be able to breathe anymore after that Shabbos. They called him with lungs. He got lungs. He had 14 more years. And he said, and I didn't know him. I knew him right after that. But he said that, and people that knew that before the operation, after the operation, it was different level, next level. He said that after the operation, after the new lungs, which is a whole miracle story in itself, it's worth it to say once, but he said that he felt like he was giving him a new lease on life for Klal Yisrael. And you see that there was no more self afterwards. It was completely available all the time for Klal Yisrael. The tzaddik is only for Am Yisrael. Rabbeinu is only for Klal Yisrael. If that's true, Kol hasagot shelo, af al pi shehu mesig otam, b'bchinat asagat olam haba, shehu b'chinat lemana ma'azman, he might be able to go there and get that hasaga. Af al pi ken, hu muchach letzamtzem otam, nalbish otam, b'tzimtzumim lebushim rabim, עד שיוכל להמשיך הרע הדת הזה בבנים ותלמידים. והשגתם עדיין מבחינת תוך הזמן. Yes, he got it. But his whole job is to find a way to give it over to you. Find a way to give it over to you that you should have access to it. Give it to a person who's still dressed up in a body and still in time. ואם לא יעשה סייג לדבריו, אז יוכל לקנוס בהשגות מקיפים כאלו, שמבחינת למען הזמן, היינו, שלא יוכל להלביש אותם כל כך עד שהעיר מהם, גם מבחינת תוך הזמן בבנים ותלמידים. Now he won't be able to do anything to give it over. And the truth is, I think that what I explained before is actually this, and what before is a little bit different. But what it's saying here, and we'll go back in a second, is that the job of the tzaddik is to be able to give to you. So we explained before that the tzaddik might get confused. It's too much. He's bringing him down too much while he's still in this body and space. Here he's saying no. He's not really going to get confused, but there's no way he could give it to you. There's no way he could explain it to you. You'll never be able to get it. So he's not even supposed to bring it down, because the whole reason why he's supposed to bring it down is to give it for the people. That's the reason that tzaddik. Yes, that's what he's saying here. It's actually both one and the same thing. The first thing he says about Parparot is that he can't bring it down into the time and space. Second is, he can't bring it in time and space for the people. And it's actually one thing. Ayin b'midrash al pasuk ha'eref lecha shlomo matayim lenotrim et piryo. You see what Shirashim over there, the simple pshat, but here the midrash says ha'elef lecha shlomo, already in the drash, 1,000 for Shlomo, u'matayim lenotrim et piryo. He's got to bring it down to 200. He has 1,000 volts. You have the electrician. What does he do? He takes from electricity poles, which already is at tzimtzum according to the to the generators of the city, of the the whole power plants over there, the power plant of the city. It's able to mitzamtzem, to bring it to the electricity poles. An electricity pole, we're going to attach it to a building. And attach it to the building, the electrician is going to come and make sure that you have enough breakers to be able to mitzamtzem. And then we're going to have a plug over here, we're going to plug in your phone to charge it. It has to be very, very small voltage. Because if it's the voltage of the electricity, of the power plant, of the pole, you're going to explode your phone, you're going to explode yourself, you're going to become electrocuted when you touch it. So the whole job is the tzimtzum. It's not a chokhmah to have power. It's a chokhmah to allow to be able to use to charge the phone and to put on the microwave, to put on the light. That's the chokhmah. So the tzaddik's job is to bring it down. That's his job. Is to mitzamtzem this light, to put it in a plug that you can plug it in. And if he's not able to do that, so then what's the point of it? Shlomo has to get 1,000 and bring it to 200. Ha'elef lecha Shlomo 200 nanotrim. But he has to bring it down to 200 volts. And Rav, says the Midrash, notel sachar, the tzaddik will not have a reward. Al talmudo, on his Torah, ad sheashlimenu lachirim, until he gives it over. Now, when he understands it so clear, so strong with all the pipunim, when he go over daf yomi namud yomi, the Maggid Shir could have much more havana and understand. There's a lot of questions here, but he has to know, you're gonna ruin, you got 1 hour with them. You got a half an hour. What are you going to start giving over all the chakirot and all the namdis? They're not going to understand the thing. Give them the simple pshat. At least understood. What's a korban pesach? What's an aren? What's a zman? What's not a zman? They got the basics. Now, if they're able to come and sit another hour, another 2 hours, another 3 hours, they're able to come to Kola, Yom Shekulo Torah, they're going to get more. But if they don't have it, what are you going to do? They don't have the time. You're going to ruin them. We are that guy who has 1 hour for daf yomi. And the tzaddik is Rab Chaim Kanievsky that knows all the Torah, but he can't give over everything he knows in my daf yomi shir. He's going to ruin me. I'm not going to come back tomorrow. He's going to explode me. I'm not going to be able to come to a shir. He has to give the dosage. The tzaddik only gets a merit for his Torah when he can put in the proper dosage. So that's how the Parparot explains. כבר מזה שהצדיק צריך לצמצם השגתו ובחינת 1,000, לתלמידים השגתם בחינת 200, עיין שם ותבין המננו. How do we answer all this? Well, we sum it up in one word, is that the tzaddik has reached the ultimate summit of Chokhmah and Olam Hazeh. And therefore he's privy, he has access to the makifim of the next world. And that he has it. But the Rabbeinu says, be careful, tzaddik, don't bring down makifim which are too great, which won't fit into time and space. How do we explain that? The Parparot says it's actually one, he gives two pirushim, but he says they're one. The tzaddik's whole job, he should not bring down something that has no time and space. It sounds to be like it's going to be too confusing for him. Actually, it's almost not that. He could almost go there. But so long he's dressed up in a physical body and we are here together in this time and space, which is 1 hour and a second hour and a month and a year and a decade and a millennium, there's no way to give over that information. So there's no point to bring it down. There's no point to bring it down because your whole job, tzaddik, is to give over. You're not here for yourself. You're not here for yourself. You're here to give over. So only bring down things which you will be able to give over. You only get a reward for that. There's going to be more things that after 120 years, we're going to be in Yeshiva Shalmala. We're going to be in Rabbeinu's Yeshiva. If we're learning every day the Likoutey Moharan, we're going to be in the Yeshiva of the Rebbe. You have to know that. You're going to be in Rav Noson's Yeshiva. You're going to be in the Parparot's Yeshiva. You're going to be there with them. And you're going to get there the things which are Lamana Me'azman Ve'asechel. You're going to get everything over there, which we're going to have infinite time. And that's not even a good statement because there's no time. It's not infinite time. There is no time. We will just exist. And there we will get makifim, which today we can't even begin to talk about. So tzaddik, what business are you going for? What are you trying to bring down? Bring a product that could sell. There's amazing product over here. There's amazing product overseas. But there's nobody to sell it to over here. There's nobody to sell that product. You're going to bring a boat and you're going to start shipping. You're going to plane. You're going to fly something over from Morocco. There's no customer for it here. Don't waste your time. You're not going to make a profit. Go get a different product that you're going to get a reward from. Give something that's going to serve the people. Give them something that's going to help them. You have wonderful boots in Canada. Uggs boots, right? You have those jackets. Wonderful. We have these jackets and these boots and these mittens and things. Start bringing that. You're going to import it to Florida. What are you going to import to Florida? Who's going to buy that from you? Who's going to buy that from you in Miami? Nobody's going to buy it. It's a wonderful product. But nobody can use that there. So what are you going to bring it? Use your boat to bring over something from Florida. Bring sunglasses. Bring lotion for the skin. Bring something that people are going to use. The tzaddik, the same thing. Tzaddik, you're in time and space. You're limited. What are you going to give to the people? Give them something that they can work with. So use your time to bring down the makifim, which you could chop them there in your spiritual world. When you go to sleep on Shabbos, the Arizal can go and understand everything for yourself. But chaval, you're understanding things which anyways you're going to get in the next world, and you're not going to be able to bring down merchandise for the people. Tzaddik, your job is for the people. Moshe Rabbeinu, when the Ham Yisrael did the Avirah, the pasuk says, Lech red shichet amecha. Go down, because your people did the Egel HaZahav. It says Chazal, Lech red shichet imecha. Your level, lofty level, is only to pick up the people. So long as the people are very high, they need a Rebbe high to pick them up to give them more understanding. But if they're down, so you don't need to be so high. You can be on a lower level to work with them because they don't need so much. You don't need so much to be able to help them. So go down. The tzaddik's level is for the people. So what does that give to us? A chizuk, big chizuk. That translate this into me. Translate this into the chassid. Translate this into the guy that needs chizuk. You have to know that the tzaddik emes who's speaking about this is what he did. And if this is what he did, that means everything he brought down was lofty concepts, godly information that he's able to bring and put it into words that you, chassid, you finite person, you guy struggling between good and bad, that if you tap into this, if you hold on to this, it's sulam utzavarsa b'rosho magir shamayma. You're on a ladder it's on the ground over here, but it's all the way up at the top. Rabbeinu said, I'm a tree that's very big, that has great lofty branches, and I'm completely in the dirt, in the mud. Meaning, Rabbeinu only brought down things that will help you. And that means everything he brought down, everything he left over, every letter in the Likoutey Moharan, every sikha in the Sichot Haran, every story in the Sipurei Masiot, that is tzionim. It is a ladder that is here that you can read and simply understand your level, but the energy that's contained in those letters and in those concepts are in heaven. He brought down something that you can access to. So you will receive the proper voltage of your plug to plug in your neshama to that socket, which is really from the generator, which is really from the electric pole, which is really from the city generator, the city plant over there. And now you're able to live from it. The tzaddik will only give something that you need. That's why Rabbeinu said, learn my book and learn it again and go through it again and go through it over and over and over again. Because every dibur is something that actually is connecting you to higher places, which is the exact tzimtzum and measure that we need for this people in this time and space. After 120, we'll have different levels. But don't skip steps. So the tzaddik brought us down. Schora toiva. We are Tamidim of Rabbeinu. We have to be baki in the merchandise that Rabbeinu gave. Rabbeinu said, I want people that are baki in my merchandise. And that means that the store has everything. There's a tikkun for everybody. In the Sfarim you'll find all the medicines. But the more we know it, the more we can have what to give when. For example, you come into a store, and the store has everything, but you don't even know where to begin. You don't even know what I need. I don't even know what to buy over here. The chokhmah is that salesman, that manager who's able to look at you, know what you need when you need it. I walk into the bookstore, so many sfarim, so many new sfarim, I'm overwhelmed. So many new halachot, so many new pirushim, so many new, what do I need? Can't buy everything, I don't even have time to look through all the new stuff. And I guess that's in business and that's in everything. So he says, no, I know you. I know what you're up to, I know how much you've learned, I know what you're interested in, I know which. You're not the same as when you were 10 years ago, and in 10 years you'll need something else. This is what you need today, perfect. And he gives me that book, that merchandise, that thing, wow. That's the Likoutey Moharan, and that's the Sifrei Brestev. Everything is here. But Rabbi Natan, he knew what to give to who, when. That's a good salesman. The more we learn Divrei Rabbeinu, the more we go through everything, the more we have all the tzot. So you're going to know when the guy is down, you give him this word. When the guy is up, you're going to give him this word. When the guy needs chizuk in this, you'll be able to give him this merchandise. To go through Sifrei Brestev. So we're doing now the yield, which is so important. But besides that, a person has to have his man to go cover the ground to see all the merchandise in the store. Biruchim to you.